Today we're doing an installation of a Sprinter rear tire carrier ladder combo. Beautiful product. We're going to start with it upside down and start by putting in the loop that's going to hold up the tire. For that, you're going to want the loop and 2 M10 bolts.
Beautiful product, Cameron. I like
Yeah,
it.
dude, it's really good. It fits so nicely.
It's 3 pounds though.
Dude, talk.
24 pounds though.
It weighs nothing. This weighs literally nothing. I'm not strong. This is just not heavy. Okay. Then we're going to move to your M16 bolt. 2 washers and a nut. This is what's going to tighten the tire down to the frame itself. You're going to want to put 1 washer on the bolt. Drop this guy in. Washer from the bottom. And nut to tighten everything down. Wonderful. Next, we'll move over to the van and we're going to find out where we're going to put that hole. Right there. Line up here, line up here, line up this curvature, dot in the middle. Golden. That's where we're drilling. So I like to start with a 5mm drill bit and get a pilot hole in there. After I do this to center it so we don't get any walking with the drill bit. There you go. That's the first surface. The next one is a lot thicker. That's what we're actually going to be bolting up to. And then the final out the back, and that's it. There's some insulation in this door, so next we're opening it up to 10mm. So that was 5mm. This is 10mm. We've got just over 10mm. We've got a 10mm bolt going through here. So this is going to take you the rest of the way through. Try and make sure you're level and straight, so it's not to one side or the other, because that's going to be the direction of the way the bolt goes through the door. And I got more insulation.
He's jamming you.
No, out the back. There we go. Okay. So this door had a lot of insulation in it, so it went all the way through. This door was filled with insulation.
Apologize, guys. This is the part that somehow we lost audio. But all we're doing at this point is using a 20mm step drill, and we're going to enlarge the hole with the step drill. And basically we're just trying to fit this particular bracket. The hole needs to open up to the point that the bracket will fit into the hole. And approximately we're going around 20mm. So you can try and open it up and test fit it, and if that's not enough, just like the video what we're doing there, we enlarge a little bit more and test fit it again. After the drilling's finished, you want to put some type of clear coat or any type of paint to prevent rusting at this location.
I'm going to check that with mine. Oh, perfect. There we go. Lots of room. We're getting it nice and clean. It gives a better surface to adhere to. We've got some clear rust inhibitor on the outside and the inside faces. We're going to pull off the VHB backing on the tape, or on the double-sided sticky tape. Now I've got a clear tape, clean surface. We're going to center it on the hole, align the top line, this line, and the arc. They should fit perfectly together, and voila, apply a little bit of pressure, just get any air out of there, and you're good. For installing these nut plates, the best way to describe them, I put some double-sided sticky tape on the back. Now, some of you guys might have your friend with you, in which case they can sit back here and they can hold it for you while you're on the other side. But I'm doing this by myself, and for all you do-it-yourselfers that are really doing it yourself, this definitely helps. Little double-sided sticky tape in there, some 3M VHB. Now they're not coming out, they're not falling out, and I can put screws in from the other side.
Nice.
M10 by 25. That's these guys. Utilize them with some washers. Being a bag labeled M10, you need 4 washers. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm getting this top bolt in. That's good, finger tight. Okay, we come down to the bottom bolt. I'm gonna hold it up a little bit. Lift it, line it up, and lightly push it.
Just engage it.
There we go. Get about 2-3 turns in.
Okay, good.
There we go. And come back, fix the top one. And there we go. Okay, so still opening this up. I've got to open this up to 28 millimeters to fit my 18 millimeter socket. So let's open that up. I've got the stepper drill bit. That equates to about 1 1/8 if you're using a standard size step drill bit. We're gonna open that up. I'm gonna check that with my, oh, perfect. There we go. Lots of room. Next, we're gonna pull out our M10 by 65. Another M10 nut and 2 washers and a rubber bung. Let's put our first washer on the bolt. The bung goes behind that and goes right into the hole. Sandwich that in so I get exposed as much of it as I can on the backside here. I've taken the nut and the washer and used little VHB tape to kind of hold it all together. That'll allow me to stick this in there without dropping the washer. So I'm gonna see how that goes in. Let's see if I can get it. And victory. I got it. Wonderful. So now I've got everything in there. I put my 6 millimeter Allen on the end. And I want to center this as much as I can, make it sit just where I want this tire carrier to sit. And then I'm just going to tighten that guy down. And we don't want to make it super tight. We want to just get this guy to just impact all the way around, because most of the pressure is going to the hinges. This is really just impacting for when you shut the door and it's kind of absorbing the shock of the tire carrier moving in, and you don't want this to be completely pressed down. Otherwise, all that shock is gonna not be absorbed here because it's all tight and gonna go straight to the door frame. So we're good. Let's move to tightening down these bolts over here.
And right?
Yep.
That
Now we're just gonna tighten it down. Adjust the size. There we go. Okay, so we're just gonna tighten this down in place now. Give it a little bit of pressure. It's really not holding the tire up in any way. This isn't really holding the tire up in any way. This is pulling the tire back into the frame. So this doesn't need to be super tight, just tight enough that it's not gonna move around.
perfect.
Okay, now put the tire back on. And it's perfectly centered. Use our plug and our bar and tighten it down. There you go. Now, it doesn't move, nice and strong. actually.
We have not installed the peg.
That's something I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
So we got 2 pegs or 3 pegs. I usually only like to install 2 of them, one at the bottom and one here, but there is an option for a third one if you wanted to install a little higher. There we go. Okay, and there you go. Now you got foot pegs too. They work pretty well.
Very nice. I guess that's about it, right?
That's about it.
Thank you, Jeff. That's
My
awesome.
pleasure.